I feel it. My daughter hates me so much.
I think the heavens is showing you the way, so you could be with your children again. It's not too late for you to win their love back.
But the guilt is killing me, Remedios. My son has been on a wheelchair for 6 years now. He has been going through this ordeal all alone. I know that he needs my support.
But you didn't know until now.
Valentine needs me right now. I know he needs me. I have to get him to accept me back in his life again. I want to be by his side, and I want him to know that I've never stopped crying over his absence.
Now why is my mom at a fashion parade?
Oh, who knows? And I didn't go to all the trouble of finding out about it. Well, she has no money. So I had to give her a lift home, and guess what? She's also renting a room in a boarding house.
I can imagine. She used to work as a singer in an aerial show. She probably doesn't earn so much.
And how do you know that?
I went to the show, and I ran into her. It wasn't so pleasant, by the way.
Oh, let's see, Valentine. If she had seen you then, why was she totally surprised when I told her that you couldn't walk?
You mean you told her?
Of course.
When she saw me, she didn't notice.
How was I to know that it was a secret I had to keep?
What was her reaction?
You can imagine how shocked she was. She was so surprised and she burst out crying. She made a scene.
You did that just to hurt her, right?
I will not deny it. Anyway, she deserves it. Oh, by the way, little brother, she wants to see you and she asked where you lived. I told her that I was going to ask you first, because I didn't know if you wanted to see her.
No! Never! To her, I am dead. And to me, my mother's already dead.
Listen, Valentine, I have a phone call to make. Please excuse me.
Let me pass your things here.
Thank you.
Since the three of us are here, why don't you invite us out for dinner? Or if you'd rather stay here, then I can cook for you and I'll show you my talent in the kitchen. Okay?
Sorry, but I have to answer this call. Hello?
You know, my uncle never changes. I'm sure that call is from a woman.
Why do you say that?
It's typical. Because when he gets up and moves away just to answer a phone call, then it's from a woman he's interested in. I've seen it many times because he always does it. Well, I'll take a guess. It must be Claudia Rivas. Oh my gosh.
Oh well, by the way, you haven't told me if you were actually satisfied with the seamstress I sent, the one who was to alter the dress.
No.
No?
She's terrible, I tell you. Okay, I mean, that old seamstress is so jittery. My goodness, that woman must have pricked me with pins 1,000 times. Well, she ruined the dress completely. Goodbye. It's of no use.
Oh my goodness, that can't be.
Yeah, the truth is I felt sad because it was a priceless gift from my dear uncle. And you know that he paid a fortune for it.
Well, come on. It was you who set that price, you know.
Right. So, I take it you fired that nervous seamstress because she's a disaster. Well, it's so uncomfortable that someone arrives and then starts crying in front of you. I mean, what's her problem?
Listen, please don't worry. When you have the time, you can just drop by the boutique and we could gladly replace the dress, or you can choose a new one. It's your choice. I'm sure you're gonna find a nice dress for you. That way we can forget about this. Is that okay?
Oh, don't you worry.
So, how is Claudia Rivas?
I'll be off to work now, my dear. I love you so much, sweetheart. You don't know how much.
You got home late last night.
I was at Uncle Mariano's house.
I know that we have already talked about this, and I would like to know what's going to happen to us now that you actually know the truth.
Well, like I've said, as long as you comply with the 3 conditions I asked for, you and I aren't going to have any problems, my dear.
The 3 conditions.
You know, it's not easy for me to either pretend that everything's okay between us. What's more, I can't tolerate your mere presence here. I see you, and I can't help but imagine you in her arms, you two making love. You make me sick, Marcelo.
I know it's impossible for you to forgive me, but I never wanted to hurt you. When I found out who she was, when I began remembering my past, it was already too late. Neither of you deserve any of this, and you don't need to tell me so. I'm already hating myself as well.
Santiago, correct? Yes. Yes. Your gaze is so different. And you just lowered your guard. Well, it's something that my husband doesn't do.
How could you fall in love with a man like him? You don't know how I hate what I was. You are better off without me.
I'm surprised to hear you so calm and diplomatic.
Although you and Marcelo have declared war with each other, I do have nothing against you. And I'm prepared to do everything you would ask me to be able to repair all the harm that I've caused you.
You'll do everything that I ask?
Yes.
Great. Take me to Ana Lucia. Because after all, your lover is my sister, and I want to talk to her.
Good morning, Ceci.
Good morning.
Has Soledad arrived yet?
Yes, she has always been so punctual. She's in the workshop.
Thank you. I'll go see her. Good morning, Soledad. I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry, madam, you startled me.
Well, you see, last night I was talking to Ana Leticia Alvarez del Castillo. Soledad, I want you to tell me exactly what happened when you went to her house to make alterations on her dress.
Nothing. I did everything she wanted done. The dress fitted her perfectly, but still, she wanted me to change a few little things and... Well, why are you asking? Did she say something to you?
Yes? She said that you burst out crying. So now tell me, what did that brat do or say that made you so terribly upset?
Give me some time. She doesn't know anything. Her world is going to crumble when she finds out that she has 2 sisters and a family.
Marcelo promised me that he won't touch her again. And you, Santiago, will you comply?
Yes, of course I will. I don't want to go on hurting her again.
Does she know that you've been lying all along? I know she's now aware of the fact that she got involved with a married man, but doesn't have any idea that her sister is actually your dear wife. Am I right?
For your peace of mind, I said that I was the worst thing that happened in her life.
You are not mistaken. Because after all this, you're gonna be the worst thing that ever happened in my life.
You don't know how sorry I am. You have the right to hate me.
I'm sure she'll hate you once she hears the truth.
Yes, I know. You don't need to tell me that too.
All right. If at the moment I still can't see my dear sister, Well, then maybe. At least you could tell me a few things about her.
What do you want to know?
Well, like how she survived the accident.
There was a good woman who saved her from drowning in the river, and she raised her as her own. Ana Lucia thinks that she's her mother, and she loves her. She loves her so much.
Don't keep it all to yourself. Tell me, Soledad. What happened with Ana Leticia?
Nothing really happened.
Then it's not true that you suddenly started crying.
Well, that's true. But I was just being over-sentimental.
Oh, please, Soledad, please don't hide things from me. I want to know the truth.
She just yelled. She insulted me and was so rude. And so I got very nervous because I'm not really used to being treated that way. She told me what she wants done, and I was putting the pins in to mark the changes, and I pricked her. But it wasn't intended.
I'm very sorry, Soledad. Ana Leticia's so used to everyone bowing down to her. But she won't get away with this. I'm not gonna put up with her arrogance because you're my employee and you deserve respect. And well, don't worry, I'm going to speak with Mariano.
No, please, madam. I don't want to cause you any problems because of this matter. It's over now. Let's forget about the whole incident. Only, I want to ask for a favor. Don't send me to that house again.
You don't have to ask me, and I promise you, she will not get special attention from me. If Ana Leticia wants something, she will have to come here, just like any other client. She can't do this again.
Thank you. Please forgive me.
And Ana Lucia isn't suspecting that in fact that woman isn't her mother.
Because she has no reason to.
And this Sofia Hernandez, the girl who actually died, who was she?
She was that woman's real daughter. She died just a few days before Ana Lucia showed up in her life.
Oh, I get it. She just thought of replacing her lifeless daughter with a live one. I mean, it's like when your dog dies. You go to the pet shop, you buy a new one, take it home, and no one notices.
Don't put it like that.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Ana Leticia, if I'm telling you all this, it's for you to understand that you don't need to find out things somewhere else.
So Iñaki spoke with you. Tell me, is it true that Iñaki has never seen her?
You know, I'm getting tired of lying, and now I'm prepared to resolve all your doubts. For as long as you promise me that you're not going to confront your sister until the right moment has come.
Which of you two is gonna decide when the right moment is?
Me. You're going to have to trust me. I assure you, Marcelo Salvatierra and I are very different.
Yeah. I can see that. Well, you at least. Oh, you're being quite honest, and I appreciate that. Though I'm never going to understand how is it possible for you to have this drastic change in personalities. I don't understand this madness. What happened with the test you went through? So have they given you the results? What did the doctors say? Hey, is it that serious? Come on. I am still your wife. I have the right to know what's going on.
I have... The doctor found a tumor in my head, Ana Leticia. It's still growing and it can kill me.
Oh, what can I do, Marcelo?
You could begin by calling me Santiago, because I'm the one who's with you now.
I don't know if I can get used to that.
It's upsetting to be called by that name. I can't stand it.
All right then. I'm going to try, Santiago.
Thank you, Ana Leticia.
And Did they say if the tumor is growing fast or... And did they tell you how long you have?
He said it could be 6 months, maybe a year.
What? But it can't be. How do you feel? What are you thinking right now?
To tell you the truth, I'm really scared.
Oh, no. You're definitely another person because Marcelo would have never admitted that he was scared.
I don't want to die this young.
Nor do I want to go to your funeral and give for you like before. There must still be something that can be done. You can undergo chemo treatment or maybe surgery. Have you talked to the doctors?
The risks are high. Surgery is the only alternative I have.
Santiago, you are not alone. We are going to get over this together, okay? Oh, that's a promise.
Come in. I was actually just about to leave for the real estate agency.
I'm so sorry for bothering so early, but I really need to talk to you, see?
Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Now listen. In your office, we discussed a few things about Valentine Padilla and the pictures I saw of Ana Laura on the walls of his house. Now, you had mentioned that this guy had actual reason to want to take revenge on you.
I remember that perfectly. Please, get to the point, Ramiro.
Well, all right. I need to know exactly what happened between you and that man. And why exactly would he want to take revenge on you, Mariano?
Well, I do remember what we talked about. And I told you that I don't owe anyone an explanation about my life, nor about any of my actions.
Yes, of course, I know that. Valentine is quite close to Ana Laura, but he takes advantage of any chance just to be with her, and he tries to influence her. He just convinced her to participate in this upcoming recital. So beginning today, they will be rehearsing together each and every afternoon.
Look, I know that you're jealous of him, Ramiro. But you assured me that you were going to keep that invalid out of my niece's life.
I'm trying my best. You have to be honest with me, Mariano. It's important that I know exactly what you did for Valentine to hate you and why the man is swearing revenge. And I am warning you that I am not moving from this spot until I know the whole truth.
Ready for our first rehearsal, gorgeous?
Yes, Valentine. I spoke with my piano teacher and he's very excited about the idea. Since the recital is actually a fundraising event, he said he'll give his full support and won't charge any fees.
That's very good news. Taking into account that your teacher is so famous.
I told him you're so talented with the oboe and he said that he's so eager to hear you play it.
I'm also very eager. Well, to see you, gorgeous.
Valentine, I'm going to see you later.
I'm sending you the sweetest of kisses.
Goodbye.
Now, I assume what happened was very serious. But you have my word that no one will know what you're going to tell me right now.
But digging up the past has a high price, Ramiro, and I'm not prepared to pay it.
There's no higher price than the one that Valentine wants to collect. You should know that the woman I love may be in grave danger and she's your niece.
I'm fully aware of that, and I'm not going to let that idiot hurt Ana Laura. But wait, you were supposed to keep her away from him, and you couldn't do it.
Yes, but I told you, I need your help. I
Hey,
need you to tell me the
don't you worry.
truth.
I am going to find a way to make that moron leave my niece alone.
Mariano, I'm so sorry, but if you don't tell me the truth right now, I will have to confess everything to Ana Laura. I will protect her even from you if necessary.
Are you threatening me?
Well, listen, you are forcing me to. Now talk to me, Mariano, come on! Please tell me once and for all why Valentine hates you so much.
Because it's my fault he's paralyzed. Will that do?
You shouldn't be treating me this way.
This way? And what way is this?
With so much understanding and affection. I don't deserve this. I've hurt you and have caused you so much harm.
Yes. But now you are here, and you're by my side, ready to make right all the mistakes you've made. And though you don't remember me, you never really stopped loving me. And of course, that means a great deal to me.
Yeah. I always see you in my dreams. I dreamt of your face almost every night. I didn't know who you really were, but I could feel all this love bursting from my chest.
You see? You're not really in love with my sister. You thought she was me, and the love you believe you felt for her, it was all just an illusion. right?
I can't deny I felt something for you. But I don't want to lie either. Well, it's true that at first I got you mixed up. But then bit by bit I fell sincerely in love with Ana Lucia. I couldn't help it.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That's the truth that you came here to find. Because of me, that young man will remain in a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
Well, I do feel very sorry, but I still don't quite understand. If it was just an accident at work, but why do you feel so responsible? You said that you actually paid him the rightful compensation.
Which Gina Ramirez stole from him down to the last cent.
And not only that, but she abandoned him the moment she learned that Valentine would never walk again. You don't know how much I regret to have been involved with a woman like that.
Oh, come on, Ramiro. You knew nothing about it. She also used you. She was playing with you as well.
But there's more, isn't there, Mariano? I mean, there's something that you haven't told me. What secret are you still keeping?
You want more? I'm not a demon, Ramiro.
Oh, I don't know. I have this impression that there's still something that you're not telling me right now.
This morning you were very beautiful in that wedding dress. And look at you now.
No, please, I'm leaving. I'll go as far away as I can. I promise that I'm going to disappear from your life completely, Mariano. I promise. I promise that I'll go away, I swear. You'll never hear a word from me ever again. This doesn't have to end this way, I beg you. I'm begging you. Please, I'm begging you, my love. For all the wonderful and happy moments that the two of us have shared, and for what I actually meant to you back then, my love, put that down. Please do not hurt me. Please just let me go. Let me out of here, I beg you.
Tell me the truth. Where's the money you withdrew from the bank? You will tell me where you kept the money you withdrew from the bank.
But that money's mine now.
Well, that money isn't yours. That money is the compensation you stole from Valentine Padilla. Plus everything you got out of me for years. Now tell me where you're keeping the money. And answer me. Just
Put it down.
answer me.
Put that gun down, please. Well,
Tell me!
The money's in my bedroom in a suitcase that I've been keeping under my bed. Will you put that gun down, please?
Martinez, come in.
Who is he?
Mr. Martinez works for Marcelo. And he has very precise instructions not to leave you, even for an instant. Martinez, go to the bedroom and get the suitcase under the bed. You're leaving in 2 hours. Martinez will take you to the airport.
Thank you, Mariano. Thank you, Mariano.
No.
Thank you.
Don't touch me ever again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now this? Is this all that you want? Then you can keep it all. After all, it's the only thing that you care about. For a long time, I resisted
No.
to see you for what you are. But this time I know for sure. You're nothing but a vulgar and vile, dirty little tramp. Just stay away from me. Well, you are wrong. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I told you everything that happened. There's nothing else.
Are you sure about that, Mariano?
Listen, Ramiro, I'm going to be late for a meeting at the office, and I suppose that you have to work as well.
Yes, that's right. I have a client waiting for me as well. Look, I won't keep you any longer, but thank you for not refusing to talk to me. Have a good day.
Ramiro, I'm grateful to you for loving my niece. Please take good care of her.
Oh, madam, I'm so happy to see you all dolled up and you look so beautiful today.
Oh, Leonor, I am making myself busy so as not to wallow in sadness. And besides, if there's anything I have learned since my dear daughter had died, it's to sugarcoat the sadness.
Yes, I know.
But the pain never really goes away. And since I know that Ana Lucia had died, well, at least the uncertainty is really over, right? And so is the anguish of not knowing what had become of her.
The good thing is, your search is finally over. This time, use all that energy on yourself. I think it's time that you begin to enjoy life a little more.
The search for my granddaughter is all over. Oh, but there's another person that I have to look for.
Oh, come on, madam.
You see, what that woman who read the tarot cards told me? Of course, at first, it wasn't so easy to accept it. But I never believed that something like this could really be true. She said, we aren't just two, that we are actually 3 sisters. And our little sister was born many years later.
Oh, you know I don't like talking about these things,
No. Don't go yet. You know very well that we need to do this. It's time for us to talk, Leonor. This serious matter concerns the 2 of us, like it or not. You're also the daughter of my father.
Well, it's all here. The list of invoices. And here you have the corresponding tax statement that you have to pay for this month.
Well, do you have the total payables?
Yes, of course, I have it right here. Now this has been itemized for your personal reference. And the deductions are listed down there as well.
It's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do something to avoid paying so much.
Well, sir, I do have a solution.
What?
Now, you should consider making a donation to institutions. That way, you could reduce some taxes. You know that many big companies are doing this.
Yes, and besides, I've always wanted to help in any way. Do you know an institution we can help out?
Yes. Well, you see, there is a foundation that helps out disabled children. Ana Laura heads it, and it's an excellent option, sir.
No, not that one.
Well, Mr. Rodrigo, you just told me that you're considering...
Look for another institution. Not that one, Ramiro. I want to make sure we avoid problems with Ernestina Rivadeneira. You see, once, she gave me back my check when I tried to help out her foundation. I will not give her the pleasure of returning my check again.
But you know that I'm only a servant's daughter.
No, Leonor. You are much more than that.
That was the place my mother occupied in this house and which I've also occupied all my life.
It's because you're being so stubborn. I mean, you would rather work for us as a maid in spite of the fact that I've been begging you for years to face the truth.
Yes, but I don't see any reason for us to change things. Listen, I've grown up with a resentment of the lady of the house with insults and humiliation.
Oh, yes, I do remember. All those years my mother was really hard on you. She was hard on me too. She was very inflexible, I remember. But just the same, Leonor, we still grew up loving each other as if we are sisters.
Yes.
Though we didn't know. And when we found out about the truth, when both my parents have passed on, we could have talked about it and told them the entire truth. And now, why do we have to keep hiding the secret that we're really sisters, Leonor?
And we're going to die with this secret, madam. We two are going to take this little secret to the grave. You can call it pride or it could be shame. I don't know what it is, but that's the way I want it to be, so please, I beg you.
Oh, I really can't believe how you could be so stubborn. We can't even speak informally when you know that we are all alone. I am your sister.
No, you are still my employer and you're the lady of this house. And I am nobody. I think that it's really too late now to still want to change things.
It's too late for whom?
Well, for me. This has been my destiny and I accept it with pleasure.
Oh, Leonor, for heaven's sake.
I don't want to keep talking about this, madam, because it's only making both of us really upset, so please stop.
Now, please listen, Mr. Rodrigo. At this very moment, the Foundation is going through a very serious problem. They need all the help that people like you could give them.
Ramiro, tell me the truth now. What is going on?
You see, their funds have been stolen, and their accounts have been hacked, and we have absolutely no leads at this point.
How could something like that happen?
I honestly don't know. It's currently under investigation. We are doing everything in our power to prevent the Foundation from closing its doors indefinitely.
Oh, yes. That would really be so terrible, indeed.
Mrs. Ernestina put it up when Ana Laura lost her leg. She devoted her life just to start it up, you see. The Foundation has changed the lives of thousands of underprivileged children. They were able to go through rehabilitation, and it changed the quality of their life. We cannot allow all of that hard work just to go down the drain, Mr. Rodrigo.
Well, all right. All right, Ramiro. I will put my pride aside, and I'm going to help.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now tell me how I can help. Well, how much money do they need?
Well, it is a big sum of money, you see. But this is going to allow the Foundation to cover their expenses for maybe a whole year. We can see. Now here's a plan that I drew up. It's for the next 6 months, and I've already listed in detail all of the benefits that you can obtain by this.
All right. Leave them with me, and I'm going to study the whole thing, and tomorrow I'll surely have an answer for you, all right?
I really appreciate this, Mr. Rodrigo. But, sir, there is one more thing. Mrs. Ernestina knows nothing about this because her heart isn't too healthy right now, and she just might not be able to handle something like this. We don't want to distress her anymore.
Count on my discretion. This one's the text.
Yes, sir.
When I went to Miranda's, I ran into Rodrigo. And we just took the opportunity, well, to clear up a few matters that happened to us quite a long time ago. Do you still remember when my father brought this young woman to the house? The woman who was pregnant?
Yes, I remember it well.
She made me believe that the baby she was expecting was Rodrigo's.
I've always suspected that she may be lying, but you refused to listen to me back then.
Well, the point is that Rodrigo looked for this woman and he confronted her for lying that the child was his.
Oh, really? And what happened? What did she say to him?
She told him that the child she was then expecting was actually our father's baby. And when I heard this, that's when all the words that woman who had been reading the tarot card said to me finally made sense.
There isn't just two of us. There's actually three. We're three sisters.
Yes, we're three sisters. That woman gave birth to a girl. And that must be more or less during the same time I had gotten married. And if my daughter were still alive, she would be younger. She's still so young.
And are you sure that you want to look for her?
Well, she's our sister too.
Soledad, I need for you to take the measurements of a new client who wants... Hey, what is it? What is it, my dear? Why are you crying?
I'm sorry, Cecilia. I'm very sorry. It won't happen again. How can I help you?
Look, I know that I haven't said anything to you, but I'm so fond of you. I hate to see you like this. You can talk to me.
Well, the thing is that my daughter and I just had a serious argument.
Oh, no. She got knocked up by that married guy?
Oh, no, dear heavens, that would be so terrible. No.
I see, I'm so sorry. It's just that I remember you telling me that the worthless swine already returned to his wife, so my imagination went wild.
No, she's not, thank goodness. My mother got pregnant by some guy who deceived her, and I never knew him. And I never had the chance to know who he was.
Sorry. And then the same thing happened to you, right? Does your daughter know who her father is?
No. I wanted things to be different for her, Cecilia. I worked very hard to give her a good education and a better life. But that didn't make her happy. She fell in love with that man who has nothing good to offer her because he's married. I don't want my daughter to end up like me, alone and resentful.
Oh, please don't say those things.
Well, she deserves something better, Cecilia. The chance to get married and to have her own family. So what's in store for my daughter? So much sorrow. Sorrow, nothing but sorrow.
There. Don't cry.
You have no idea how I miss us being able to talk this way. I'm so grateful for your honesty because somehow it has eased the pain in my heart.
Seriously?
Yes. Yes, you're helping me to understand things.
Do you think you can forgive me?
I don't know. Time will tell.
Tell me about Ana Lucia.
I want to know things about her.
What is it about that girl that made you fall in love with her?
Okay, ask me anything you want, but not that one. I don't want to hurt you again.
Oh, will you stop? We are both adults, And the harm has been done. Listen, all I really want here is to understand. Because I can't go and see her yet, right? And so then, at least if you tell me stories, I'm able to see my dear sister through your loving eyes. Tell me. Come on, please tell me things. What is she like?
Well, Ana Lucia is so lively. She's so lively. And she's always smiling. And she's full of energy. She can't stay in one place, so she's always busy with something.
She was just like that as a girl. My grandma Leonore would tell me that she spends most of her time dancing.
Well, you know, she still does.
Oh, she's a dancer.
And acrobat. She has a wonderful talent. And dancing is her profession. You should see her. She's truly wonderful.
Truly wonderful.
Yes, when she's up on the stage, she would shine like a star. Ana Lucia could hold everyone's attention. So much so that when you're watching, the world stops existing and only she remains. She would dance with her incredible beauty, with her great personality. She's so unique.
Okay, listen, guys. Will you gather around, please? I need to talk to all of you. Hurry up.
I'm coming.
Are you aware of what you're doing? No one saw what I saw?
No.
What?
Well, I just saw the best rehearsal you have ever done. Ana Lucia, you were excellent as usual. And you, Maribel, did so well. You've improved a great deal.
Seriously? Well, I've been practicing a lot.
Well, it shows. Congratulations to you all.
Hello, everyone. Anibal couldn't make it because he's closing the sale of 2 functions, so he left me in charge today.
Oh.
All right, then. What's up with Orlando? Why didn't he come to rehearsal today?
Well, to be honest, we really don't know.
I saw him at the boarding house yesterday, but he didn't tell me anything.
Well, Orlando had better have a good excuse today. If there's anything that Mr. Anibal and I can't stand, it's the lack of respect and a deep commitment to your work. Orlando should have told somebody that he couldn't come in.
Let's go through the routine.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, continue rehearsing, people.
But listen, please, don't tell anyone about my tumor. Because only you and Ramiro know about this.
Well, don't you worry. You have my word. I need to go to the office now. But if you ask me, I can always stay here with you.
No, you don't have to. I really don't want to keep you from your work any longer.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. Being the owner's niece has its great advantages. And besides, I'd love it if we could spend a day together and get to know this new personality. which I really find so sweet and captivating.
I can't believe you're being so good to me after all the suffering that I've caused you.
Because I've never stopped loving you. And love can forgive everything. And after all, Marcelo and Santiago may be two different personalities, but they're actually just one man. One is good, and one is evil. We have both in one body. Though it would be better if you could sort everything out and choose which one of you will stay.
And you? Who do you want?
That's what I want to find out.